think that would put us in a very difficult situation if Boris Johnson's deal passes. I think the problem is that the Irish government and the European Union have caved into a threat of nationalist violence. You know, the Prime Minister of the Irish Republic went to the EU and waved about newspaper articles about IRA bombings and said this is what could happen. So there's obviously a danger, and I don't advocate this thinking, but there's obviously a danger that people within loyalism would look at that and say, well, hang on a minute, if it's good enough for the goose, it's good for the gander. And
I skuggan av den brittiska valrörelsen växer en vrede bland protestantiska unionister och så kallade loyalister som till varje pris vill undvika att Nordirland i framtiden blir en del av republiken Irland. Aktivister som Jamie Bryson kallar Boris Johnsons Brexit-avtal för förräderiavtalet och har de senaste veckorna anordnat möten med aktivister och politiker på olika platser. Mötena, de är stängda för pressen. Men enligt personer som varit med talas det ibland om väpnad kamp.
I have to be very careful how I answer that question, obviously, because the provisions of the Terrorism Act, in the context of the conflict situation where a community was under attack by a terrorist organisation, I believe it was legitimate to take up arms.
Do you know people that are involved?
Well, you know, it would be illegal.
This one could bring a lot of trouble to my country. A lot of innocent people could be hurt, and a lot of young people who could go to prison.
Raymond McCord är själv protestant. Hans son mördades i en misstänkt intern uppgörelse i den protestantiska paramilitära gruppen UVF 1997. Sedan dess har Raymond McCord arbetat för en fredlig utveckling i Nordirland. Nu är han orolig.
People that he'd be aligned to, and it's been shown in photographs on many occasions, are members of a terrorist organisation, the Ulster Volunteer Force. They exist 365 days a year selling drugs to the kids in the unionist community, extorting money from businesses within the unionist community, beating young people up and adults up with baseball bats, iron bars and shooting them.
På Nordirlands största tidning, Sunday World, har man under många år granskat de paramilitära grupperna.
They are what they are, and that is they're organized crime gangs. They're deeply involved in violent crime, the drug trade, people trafficking, racketeering, extortion. They're deeply involved in crime. Having said that, they will say that you can strip that away. They're still loyalists. But they are, make no mistake about it, they're organised crime gangs and nothing more than that.
How do you see this development with loyalist meetings that are taking place?
Well, I think you can't undermine or underestimate the strength of feeling that these meetings have generated. I think it gives, we have a loyalist community who feel that they've been cast adrift. The DUP has backed the Tories and Boris in recent months, and the Boris deal, as it's known, has become known as the Betrayal deal. And it has left loyalists feeling very insecure and undermined, so they feel that they don't have that representation or a voice. So that's what these meetings are about, and it's an expression of frustration within that community.
På flera av de slutna möten som anordnas av Jamie Bryson och andra aktivister har kandidater från Nordirlands största parti, unionistiska DUP, deltagit. DUP stöttade länge Boris Johnson, men känner sig nu svikna. Partiledaren Arlene Foster vill inte ge någon enskild intervju till DN, men vi lyckas i alla fall ställa en fråga på en presskonferens i Belfast.
Why is it that you allow your candidates to participate in this meeting?
Well, it's not a question of allowing candidates to participate. Candidates are asked to go along to these meetings, which are a broad representation of unionism. There are some people there who, as if you're referring to the Portadown meeting, made some comments about armed struggle, and they were immediately, and Carla Lockhart, our candidate for Upper Bannon, is here today, and she immediately said that would not be the case. That would not be the case.
I support the DUP if they maintain their current stance. I'm anti-agreement. I don't support the Belfast Agreement. I don't think the DUP should ever have been implementing the Belfast Agreement, but at this point in time they are unionism's best hope of resisting this deal politically. So therefore, yes, I support the DUP candidates who has the chance of winning in the particular seats in which they stand.